So I've just not long woken up and I've just finished restocking the sewer. Every morning without fail, pretty much without fail, every morning, I take a dump as soon as I get up and I go to Macca's to get Macca's breakfast. I'm currently fucking walking around in circles in my lounge room trying to stop myself from doing that. And it is so hard. People are going to be watching this just thinking, you're a fucking idiot, mate. Just don't do it. But the reality is, it's just, my brain just won't let me. It's fucked. It makes me want to cry. It honestly does. Breakfast is like a lot harder. It's just a lot harder because I actually don't care about lunch and dinner, the takeaways that I buy. I actually don't really like them that much. But I just think Macca's breakfast is the fucking goat. It's so good. I feel like it's like you made it yourself, but you didn't have to make it yourself. So that makes it even harder. But I've just got this fucking thing in my brain. My brain just wants to rebel against me. So I'm trying my hardest to just not fucking go and hop in there. I'm not even hungry. Like, that's the fuck thing. I'm not even hungry. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. Alright, so I have got a lot of things to explain, just get off my chest. I know some people are going to have questions. I haven't put the first video out yet. I'm thinking about putting it out tonight. I'm not sure if I want to put it out at all, to be honest, and I'll tell you why. It's very confusing in my own mind as to why or why not I'll put it out, and I'll try and explain it as best as I can. Very awkward for me to talk about this. It's very embarrassing. I'm putting this out to the public, so we'll see how we go. First of all, this is not any kind of, how to lose weight. Oh, look at me, I'm losing weight. This is a way to try and keep myself accountable, which is what I tried to do in the past, but I never uploaded the video because I couldn't keep myself accountable. I thought just filming the videos I'd be able to keep myself accountable because I'm going to be making this video and I'm going to make further videos and stuff, but it just didn't work. So that's why I'm thinking about putting the video out now, the first one, not this one. So it's going to be pretty much just a vlog about me talking about how much of a fuckwit I am. So if you don't want to hear me whining, complaining, sooking, I highly recommend you don't watch these videos about my attempts to get healthy, because there's probably going to be a lot of whinging and sooking. Like, I watch back my own videos and I just think you're a fucking loser. You are a fucking loser. Like, grow a set, mate. Just fucking grow a set and start eating better and get healthy. But it's just not fucking as simple as that, is it? So the reason I'm torn about putting the videos out is because, one, I want to put it out to keep myself accountable. That's the only reason I want to put it out. I feel like it will help me. I actually do think it'll help me. Because I'm putting it out to the public. Like, what's it going to look like if I put out one video and then fucking 6 months later I'm even bigger than what I am now? So that's why I want to put it out. The reason I don't want to put it out is because this is going to sound weird, but I don't want anyone to contact me about it. I understand that I've made a lot of friends through YouTube and Instagram, and I know people will want to support me. There's so many amazing people that I've not only become friends with, but they just follow me and they comment on my videos and things like that. But I don't want to talk about it. I don't want anyone to DM me. And that might sound rude. I don't know if that sounds rude, but I totally appreciate that people will want to support me. But talking about it just has a negative effect on me. It really does, just mentally. So by all means, leave comments under this video. All you want. Say what you want, positive or negative, I don't care. But please just don't DM me, because it really does have a negative effect on me. It makes me want to I've got this weird thing in my brain where I just want to rebel. Like it just makes me want to do the opposite. And I know there will be bigger people that have had these same issues, the exact same issues that I have. And I know there will be people that have gotten over them and they want to say, hey, you should try this, you should try that. I did this, I did that. I just don't want to hear it. I'm really sorry. I really appreciate it. But I have gone through literally everything because I've read about it, I've tried it, I've studied it, I've done everything. So yeah, whilst I do appreciate it, I really don't want to talk about it. Okay, so why does that happen to me? Why can such a positive thing be so negative on me? And I've thought about it more than probably anyone's ever thought about anything. Like, honestly, it's literally all I think about. This shit is all I think about all day long, every day, for years and years and years. So why? I don't know why. I have some theories. So it's been a bit of a long time snowball effect. So obviously earlier in my 20s, early 2000s to mid 2000s, sort of when I started to become unwell. And I didn't get diagnosed with like sleep apnea until like 2017. So it was a long time. And you know, when I first started to get unwell, I wasn't terrible. It was just like I was a little bit tired, you know, here and there, and I went and got tests done and all that. They could never figure out what was wrong with me. But it obviously built up over the years. So it got worse over the years, and along with that came depression. And the same thing happened with the depression. It wasn't that bad at the start. Didn't even know I had depression for most of the time. And it just got worse and worse. And I was a prick. I had a partner for 14 years. She ended up breaking up with me. I thought we were going to be together forever. I thought I was a good guy. I thought I was a great guy. But I wasn't. I was fucking miserable. And whilst I was never like abusive to her, I was an absolute fucking misery to live with. I hated everything. I hated myself. I cracked the shits all the time. People that have only just met me in the last few years, I've even had people say it to me, can't believe that I would ever be like that. Because I'm so chill now. Like I got help and I got better, obviously. So this built up over a long time, this depression, and it got to a point of severe. And then obviously, it took her breaking up with me to get better, to get help, and I really needed it. A lot of my friends helped me at the time, and then I got professional help, and I got better, and I'm on medication. I'm still on medication. I think I'll be on it forever. So the reason I'm explaining all of this is because I live my life very simply now. I purposefully, how do you say that? Purposely? I think that's how you say it. I purposely live my life very simple because I don't want to go back to that. And I do need my life to be simple to not go back to that. I have found that over the years. Like, I didn't just get better in a couple of weeks. I didn't just have someone go, hey, you've got depression, here's some medication. It took years to actually get better. It took like 3 or 4 years before I think I said to Kel one day, like, I think I'm actually better now. I thought I was better after 6 weeks, but it was like 3 or 4 years in, and I think I said to her one day, like, I actually think I'm better now. So since then, I've lived my life trying just so I don't go back to that way. Don't go back to those ways. And I live my life very simply. I choose not to work non-stop like a lot of other resellers. I have an employee that I don't even need. I do need her because of these reasons, but like a lot of people would just get it done themselves. But I need that. Like, I can't be swarmed in reselling 24/7. It would end up setting me off eventually. It's not just that, it's also the reason why I don't have any interest in having another partner. I find living by myself very simple, very easy, and quite enjoyable. I actually love living by myself, and I still have I've said it before on this channel many times, I still have no desire at all to have another partner, just no interest. Some people might think that's sad, but I don't. I love it. I love living this way. It also allows me to have female friends. I could never have female friends really when I was in a relationship. Uh, my closest friends, a lot of them are female now. It's hard to find good people in the world that are on the same level as you. And when you cut out a gender, you cut out half of them. And I've got some really good close female friends that have really helped me as well along the way. And I've helped them as well. So I live the way I live because I don't want to go back to how I was. Now, a big part of how I live is I do what I want when I want. That's pretty much my mantra. I just do what I want when I want. If someone's got a big function on, say one of my good friends is having a wedding and I really don't want to go, I won't go, which is fucking, well, I haven't had that situation come up, so maybe I would, but I'm not that much of a prick. But it's just an example. So if I just do what I want when I want, and I find that really helps me. And a big part of that is eating. It really is. I eat what I want when I want. I love the convenience of takeaway. That's the thing I love the most about it. I don't actually enjoy it a lot when I'm eating it. I do sometimes. Obviously, I love Macca's breakfast. I've already explained that. Quite often when I'll be sitting in the drive-thru and just thinking, fuck, I don't think I can stomach this again. But then I roll up to the fucking thing and I go, oh, give me a double quarter pounder meal. Like, it's so weird and it's so hard to explain. And I know people will just be like, you're a fucking idiot, mate. But it's just the way my brain is. And I'm so addicted to sugar that I think it's the addiction that makes it harder to come up with an explanation of why I think the way I do. So obviously I have tried to explain it where maybe like subconsciously I just keep eating because I'm actually happy now in my life and I don't want that to change. So maybe that's why I'm subconsciously just so addicted to keeping on eating whatever I eat, like just junk food for every meal. But reality is I am very addicted to sugar. Is a very real addiction. I've done a ton of research on sugar. I've watched every documentary there is, but not just that. I've read everything. I read journals. I did all this before I got diagnosed with sleep apnea because I wanted to try and figure out if diet was a part of my issues, which it was, but I did all this research and I went to my doctor one day and I said, look, I want to talk to you about diet. Is this going to make a difference to, like, you know, me being able to keep my eyes open during the day? And he said no. And it blows me away that he said no now when I think back. I actually think he's a really good doctor. I saw him for a long time. So, but he was an older man, so he was sort of taught in the older ways. So yeah, I did do all of that research and I convinced myself that that was a big part of the reason. And I was right and my doctor was wrong. So anyway, I did learn a lot about sugar addiction. It is very, very similar to drug addiction. I have spoken to people who have dealt with drug addicts. I've spoken to people who were drug addicts, and everything I tell them about how I feel, what I do, what makes me do this, what makes me do that, they tell me it's exactly the same as a drug addict. And it's true, like processed sugar it's a drug. It gives you that dopamine hit in your brain. There's studies that have been done on it that show that sugar is more addictive than cocaine. That is crazy. So, not only do I have these mental issues where it feels like my brain just wants to rebel every time I try to make a good decision, but I definitely have a physical addiction as well. If I stop, I've tried this many times. I've done this once for 6 weeks, no sugar at all for 6 weeks. I did when my partner broke up with me, and I lost 16 kilos in that 6 weeks, and I felt like $1,000,000, even though I was still a big guy. This was before I got diagnosed with sleep apnea. I started sleeping better, and I just felt great. So, I did pretty much confirm it. And I have tried it other times, and the most I've lasted is like a week. And the crazy thing is, I go through these physical withdrawals that it can range from a bad headache to severe migraine, like can't open my eyes, can't talk, need sugar. And the weird thing is, I'll go a week with no sugar, and it may be 4 or 5 days of like, or it might be like 2 to 3 days of hell, then another 2 or 3 days of feeling pretty shit, then just feeling great for like 2 or 3 days, and my brain fucking kicks in, and I just go straight back to how I was. It makes no sense. I get over the worst of all the humps, and I start to get depressed, and then I just go back to the eating the shit because I'm depressed. It's fucking weird. I don't understand it. There's going to be people that are watching this that don't believe in depression. I've had a lot of people that tell me that depression is not real. If you have not, I used to think that myself when I was younger, 100% thought that myself. If you have never been depressed, you just don't understand it. It's not something you can control. You can't people go, just put a smile on your face. Or you just be happy. It's not something you can control. A lot of the time you don't even know why you're depressed. I don't have a good explanation for it, but it'd be like telling someone with a broken leg to just straighten it out and keep running. Like, just straighten your leg out. You'll be right. Don't need surgery. Like, that's kind of the only way I could think to explain it. So yeah, maybe these videos are going to be about me trying to talk myself through it in a way. I will probably watch them back on my phone before I've even edited them. Maybe a few times I'll watch them back. So I can really drive the fact that I'm a fucking loser into my head. I know people are going to want to know if I got Macca's this morning. I filmed that this morning. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. I went and got Macca's after that. Even after filming that little bit of video, like what's wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong with me? I actually fucking went there and got it. I got Macca's breakfast. Just fucking stupid. It makes me want to cry. It does. So I'm going to try and pull it together, and I'm going to try and have the other 2 meals today be healthy. Now, when I say that, I'm skipping lunch. I'm not having anything. So technically, that's not a healthy meal because I'm not putting anything into my body that's healthy. But what I'm not doing is putting in a big fucking wad of processed sugar. So I'm taking that out for lunch. I'm not having that. So that's a win. This is about kicking that sugar. It's not necessarily about putting good nutrients into my body, which will happen. And then tonight, I'm going to cook vegetables. So that is what I'm going to do. I did my dishes after I got back from Macca's this morning. That's one of the excuses I use all the time. I walk in the kitchen, look at the dirty dishes and go, oh, I can't be fucked. And then I just go and get Macca's or Hungry Jack's or whatever. So I did my dishes, I'm going to skip lunch. I have been skipping a few meals here and there. I find that quite easy. I don't know why. Again, I guess it goes back to the mental side of it. Like, I find it's easier to skip a meal than force myself to eat something healthy. Like, fucking ridiculous. One thing I have stopped doing that I'm very proud of, I've stopped eating after dinner. This crept in a few years ago. I don't know how long ago. But, fucking smashing some ice creams or a block of chocolate or whatever. You know, I have dinner pretty early. I usually have dinner at like 5-ish. So 9 o'clock would roll around and I'd be a bit hungry. So I'd fucking just smash some snacks. I haven't done that for like best part of a month, maybe a month. Um, so I'm actually really proud of that, and that hasn't bothered me, which is weird. Um, and I haven't even. The other weird thing is I haven't really been getting hungry, mate. Probably because my my one healthy meal a day has usually been dinner. So maybe that's why I haven't been getting like hungry later on. But um, although I have a few times. So yeah, I am very proud of that. That's a big deal. I've never been a huge snacker. I don't snack in between meals and things like that. But that did creep in. I don't even know how long ago. Probably longer than a few years ago. It crept in, and I'd even have a second dinner some nights and shit. So I'd have dinner at like 4 or 4:30, and then 9 o'clock would roll around 9:30, and I'd be like, "Fuck, I'm hungry," and I'd literally get a second dinner. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think I've definitely made a start on it, and I'm hoping these videos just help myself talk myself through it. And the fact that I'm putting them out to the public, hopefully that keeps me a bit more accountable. People are going to want to know how much I weigh. I did weigh myself before I started doing this, and I was 161.3. That is a lot. That is a lot for my height. I'm somewhere between 5'8" and 5'10". I don't know. Google can't tell me. It comes up with a different answer every time I check. 177 centimeters is how tall I am. So I'm not super tall, and I weigh 161.3, which is huge. I have weighed myself since then, maybe like a week ago, and I'd lost like 4 kilos. I haven't weighed myself since then, and I don't want to because honestly, the last week hasn't been great. So, yeah, I'll leave the next weigh in for the next video and see how I'm going. Hopefully, by the next video, I will have made more progress, and maybe it'll be a better, happier video. Maybe. I'm definitely not going to make the same video over and over of me sulking and crying because I can't do this. So either the next video will be, hey, this is actually starting to come along, or I'll delete these first two videos and they'll be gone forever, and I'll just be a fat cunt that dies at the age of 48 from a heart attack. I know people will be giving me support. I know I've got heaps of friends and just followers and stuff that will be happy for me, or happy that I'm trying, or whatever. They want to be supportive. So thank you. I know there will be a lot of that, and I do really appreciate it. I just don't want the DMs. Comment away in the comments of this video. Say whatever you want. I do not care. You can be as negative as you want. You tell me I'm a fuckhead. I don't care. I really don't. I just don't really want to be having lots of conversations with different people about it in DMs. So yeah. So thank you for watching the whole way through. I usually say that. Usually I'm a bit more happier. Thanks for watching all the way through. I actually genuinely do really appreciate you if you've watched all the way through on this video, because fuck, it is a long video of me sulking and whinging. So thank you. See you on the next one. Maybe.